losing a game in the way we lost it is already bad enough. But then facing all of you doesn't make life better, to be honest. Not because the questions were especially bad or whatever. I understand all the questions really, but just because directly after something like this, being in a situation to give answers is really difficult. Believe me. Especially the answers people want to hear. And of course, 2 days after now, everything looks different. Doesn't make the game better. But obviously, the next game is waiting, and that's the good thing in our life, that there's always a next chance, and that's what we are preparing for. So the issues we had in that game were obvious, and I said. I explained it already, parts of it at least after the game, that we tried to find a different organization, and that didn't work out. We didn't explain it well enough, or it was not executed. It was in the end not executed well enough, definitely, but there might be a reason for it that we didn't explain it well enough. So, and yeah, that's it.
You often tell us, Jürgen, that when things aren't going well, your first look is within the existing squad. Do you still have a lot of confidence in this squad? How long do you give an existing squad before you do look outside?
It must be a language issue. It must be that you ask this question again and again and again, because I answered it already so often. We look outside as well. It's not about that we are stubborn and think that's it, as we'll go with these boys until 2050 or whatever. That's not how we see it. It's all about what you can do, and these kind of things, and what you, of course, then as well what you want to do as well. But it's much more important what you can do, and it's always each year the same. And it kind of should be a little bit quite of a boring game as well from your side. In the transfer window, in each press conference, somebody tells you have to ask the question. Whoever comes from your agency ask this question, and I cannot change my answers to that. So if the solutions for us would be out there, available and doable and stuff like this, of course we would bring in players to help. But we have an existing squad as well, and we are underperforming. Definitely, I know that, but I cannot sit here all the time and blame everybody else, the players and stuff like this. It's my responsibility that they perform. So, and that's my first concern. It's my first job to do. And yes, we have limited options and all these kind of things, but we have players with a contract here. They are just not available. So if they would be all in, that would be a different situation, but they are not. So, and if we bring in our players, we cannot bring them all on the Premier League list. We cannot bring them all on the Champions League list. It's just not possible. Our squad is not too small. Yes, will we have to strengthen? Oh yes, but is this the right moment for it to do it? I can't see it because of the situation we are in, and I think I know exactly how the situation is, and that's it pretty much. I cannot change the answer every week because the situation doesn't change. Even when we lost another game since the last press conference, I know that, but that doesn't change that situation.
No, you do have mitigating circumstances for some of the results in terms of the injuries that you have at the moment. Any progress on the likes of Darwin Núñez and the other players ahead?
Yeah, progress with all availability. Darwin is very close. But it's Monday, and tomorrow is the game, so he's very close. Millie and Stefan trained, so fully. So they were both not involved. Millie was on the bench, yeah, exactly. But Millie was on the bench, right? And Stefan as well. So it's now available again. So now that's it.
And if you win, it's Brighton again. You know what to do next time.
Yeah, that's a good thing about that game. But not that we won the game already. But if I think we could surprise, then in this case, Brighton maybe a little bit with a better performance. But long way to go. Wolves is good moment. Played here well. Won the game of the weekend, and so will be tough. But yeah, that's it.
Well, good luck.